about how you can record amazing, powerful, and high quality videos and even film with that your smartphone. Yes, with that your smartphone, either Android phone or iPhone. We are going to be talking about it. But in this video, the first thing we want to talk about, we want to do a general introduction and also to look at some basic guidelines on how to record powerful, amazing, and high quality videos. Now, let's go on. Hey, my name is David Oluwabotemi. The first thing we are going to be talking about is the basic guidelines. Basic guidelines of shooting high quality videos with your smartphone. And the first guideline we will talk about is that number one thing that must be put in place, you need to take note of your light. Your lighting is very important. Without the light, your camera, which is your phone, has no light to capture that powerful image you are intending to capture. Yes, even the conventional camera, the normal camera, the DSLR camera, and all the cameras that we are used to, they need light to capture image. When there is not enough light, the image will not be seen. It will be dark. Yes, it will look dark and audience will not enjoy it. It means the image you are trying to capture must be seen clearly. And how will it be seen? There must be enough light. The camera lens, the camera eyes need enough light to see. Even you in your natural life. In natural life, without light in a place, when everywhere is dark, you will discover that you will not be able to move freely because you don't know what is there. So also, that your camera cannot see image to capture without light. Then how do you go about it? How do you go about it? First thing, let me first say this before I continue. You know, when we talk about using your phone to capture image or to shoot video. Yes, so many people used to use their phone to shoot video in events, in program, in different places. They find themselves, they want to capture anything that catch their attention. They want to shoot it, they want to record it fast and all of that. Do it this, that. Some do it for entertainment or for education or for anything. Yes, is it that you just pick your phone and begin to record and you say you get high quality picture? No, there are techniques. And that is why we are doing this. For you to know the techniques of how to capture image that will be of high quality. Yes, that will be of what? High quality that you can put on on Instagram, on Facebook, on social media, on YouTube, all of that. That is what we are about to talk. And we are talking about the issue of light. Now, the first thing you must do, take for instance, when you are starting, you don't have the capacity to get external light, or you cannot afford to buy it at the moment. How do you shoot your video? First thing, take your video to a place where you will have enough light. And what is the most closest place to have enough light? Is outside. It's outside the room, not inside. When you shoot outside, the light outside your room is far higher than the light inside your room. That is it. So when you take your video outside and you shoot it outside, you will discover that your camera will have enough light to shoot your video. Yes, to record your video, to capture your image. Your camera will have enough light. And what are the guidelines? The guidelines are, number one, you don't shoot when the sun is hot. Maybe around 12, when the sun is high, very hot, very bright. You don't shoot at that time. When you shoot at that time, inside the sun, your subject is inside the sun. I want to tell you, you will not have quality image. And another thing is that when you are shooting outside, your camera should not focus, should not face the direction of the sun. That is, if the sun is coming like this now, your camera should not focus like this. That is, the image, the lens of your camera should not focus on the sun. If you do that, it will also affect it. So, which means when you want to shoot outside, you must check the direction of the sun. Then, as you're checking the direction, if the sun is like this, then you position your camera like this, your subject is like that, then you can shoot. But that one can only happen when the sun is not too high, when the sun is moderate, when the sun is natural, when the audience will see it and they will not know that there is sun. You know, one of the brain behind this is that when the sun is high like that, one of the things it will build is that it will form an artificial light all over the body of the character. People will see the artificial light. They will say, it's like there is sun here. And naturally, with your natural eyes, when you look at somebody, you won't see any ray of light all over him. So the light must be natural. The audience, the viewers, should not be able to trace that there is sun anywhere. So when can you do that? Very early in the morning, around 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30. That is the right time to do that. Then around 5:30, 5:30 in the evening, when the sun is already going down, immediately you started seeing that you are already losing the day, the daylight is going, then you can shoot outside again, except you get external light. Then if your video has to be inside the room, then how do you do that? If it has to be inside the room, number one way of doing that is that you still shoot in the daytime, but make sure your subject sit close to the window, is facing the window, your subject face the window, while you the cameraman, you position your camera, you are backing the window. That is, your camera is like, let's say this is the window, your camera will be like this, your subject will stand like this, and the camera will focus like this. So the ray of light from outside will come all over the face of your character. Then the audience can be able to see him clearly, and your camera will be able to have enough light to capture the image. And another way of shooting inside is that you must get external light. External light. External light. That is, you get external light, you can rent, you can look for, just get external light. But while doing your lighting, you must do it in such a way that it must be natural. Maybe a time will still come when we talk about lighting. But you must do the lighting that the viewer should not know that you light the room, that there is an artificial light. Everything must look natural. That is it. So there is a technique. So these are the way that you can get light for your film shoots or for your video shooting. There must be enough light for the camera to capture the image. Then another thing that we also need to talk about, and that you must take note, is the issue of the audio, the sound quality. The audio quality must be okay. I know many of us, we have been victim of watching some videos that as you are watching the film like this, some area with the audio will be so high, some area the audio will be so low, some area it will be high, some area it will be low. And so many times we get tired, we get bored, and we remove the video and we stop it. Say, what is this now? The reason is because maybe the cameraman or the people in charge, the crew member, maybe they didn't take proper note of their audio capturing. And so, as you are shooting your video, you must ensure that you get quality audio. How do you do that? Number one way of doing that is that first, you take the shooting of your video to a very noiseless, quiet environment where there is no background noise. In fact, you can even shoot during the night where everywhere is cool. Or you look for a very quiet environment where you will have maximum silence. That's number one. Then number two, another way of doing that one is that you get external mic. It can be a wire microphone. It can be a wireless, like lavalier wireless mic. It can be a cord mic, like the one we use maybe in event in the church. You can use all of that depending on the kind of video you are shooting. If your video permit that you can carry your mic like this, no problem. Then another thing also you can do is that you can record your audio externally. That is, the audio you are taking, it is not the same. The audio you are recording it on external device. There are external audio recorder. There are devices that are meant for audio recording. So you record it externally, and also your Android phone can also still to record your audio externally. But that one will mean that you will have to Android phone or through smartphone. One will be to record the audio externally. Now, why are you doing that? It means the external recorder, the mic must be close enough to the subject so that it can capture the audio cleanly. It must not be too far. The idea behind all this is that for the voice of the subject to enter straight into the mic. So you must take note of your audio. It is very, very important. Then another thing that you need to take note of is the image quality. Your camera must be set to capture high quality image. There are different image quality that you can capture, but the most recommended one is the one that is called Full HD. That is 9020 by 1080p. That is the highest quality. Of course, there are some other exceptional, which is the best, which is better than Full HD. We have 4K, we have 2K, but generally, because it is not every phone that can record 4K, so generally, Full HD. Make sure you set your camera to Full HD. That is 1920 by 1080p. That is the Full HD that you must record your video. When you do this, it will help your audience to see a quality picture. And when they are watching it, they will enjoy it. Another thing that I want you to take note of is that while recording your video, how do you position your camera? Do you position it as a portrait or as a landscape? If you position it as a portrait, you won't get the best because it will not be a TV screen frame. So to position your camera, you position your camera as a landscape that is in a rectangular format. When you position it like that, then it will be a TV frame format. By the time you finish shooting and all of that, everything, it will come out correct. The way it will come out if you have used DSLR camera or the normal camera. So take note of that. It is very, very important. And finally, another thing is that you must learn what we call shot composition or framing, how to frame your image, how to position your image. There are ways of positioning image. If you are shooting film, take for instance, you are shooting film and the character there, they are about 2 or 3 and they are in conversation. When you want to shoot the CU of one subject, you must create a lead room. And there must be something they call head room. That is, there must be little gap between the head and the what? And the edge of the camera. There must be gap there. So there must be lead room, there must be head room. You must create it. But if it is a one talking head video you are shooting, then it means you have to centralize your what? Your image. Because it's one person. If you put the image in one side, except there is something that you want the audience to see, there are some things you are positioned here that you want the audience to see, or you are positioned one side that you want the audience to see. If there is nothing like that, then centralize your what? Your subject. So you must learn the art of framing. Learn how to frame. You must know how to frame. You don't just carry the camera and be moving it like this and do it. No. And another thing is that in the framing is that there must be stability. That is why you have to get some other accessories, gadgets that will use along with your phone that will help you to shoot good and quality video. We are going to talk about that one, but not in this class, in another class. I am going to show us some accessories that we need to begin to capture quality and good image. Good video. So, with all these basic guidelines, when you are able to look into this critically and you are able to pay maximum attention to all these basic guidelines I have shared with you, I want to let you know you are going to shoot a very quality video. In fact, you will shoot a very wonderful video that will catch the attention of people. Yes, we shall meet again in the next video. But don't forget to like, share, and even pass your comments. You can even drop your question. When we see it, we will try to attend to it. But subscribe to this channel, CMS TV. Subscribe to it and click the notification bell so that when another video is being dropped, you can be notified. My name is David Oluwagbotemi from CMS TV.